you'd all check in to talk about some things?
Yeah, it was like a message board. And there was some...
About the internet.
Well, no, I don't remember exactly. There was a game you could play.
What happened on your date? Did you go on a date?
Yeah, I went on a date with this girl.
Was it like the first internet dating then?
That was probably one of the first internet dates. I went on maybe one of the first internet dates.
What was it like?
What was it like?
Yeah. Who is this?
This was years and years and years ago. I remember driving into the apartment complex.
Like college.
No, pre-college. This was like out of high school. No, right out of high school. Because I took like a year before I went to college. So it was like a space between. So it was like, I remember driving into this apartment area. And I remember passing this like lady sitting on the porch. And she was like in her 40s and like giant, like huge body. And I was like, oh, fuck, man. I this, of course, is what's going to happen. And then I drove up further. And the girl was actually cute. She was like a cute girl.
She told you like her address.
Yes, for a date. We were going to go to a movie. So I went to...
Did she know what you look like? Did you have online profiles?
She didn't know what I look like.
She didn't know what you... She just liked what you said.
She just liked our chats, I guess.
What were her chats like? Because you don't know if she's hot or what.
I don't remember. But
she asked you out.
Yes. We ended... No, I don't know how it... It really is a foggy memory. I wish I could remember, but I will tell you how it ends.
What happens? I want to know the whole story.
Well, so I get there and she seemed a little weird, and so we went to a movie, and then we're driving back from the movie back to our apartment, and there's a car on our tail. It's like right on our tail, right on our bumper, and she's like, Duncan, listen to me. She's like, just slam on your brakes as hard as you can.
Are you kidding?
No, she's like, slam on.
Duncan, you're kidding.
I swear to you, she's like, slam on your brakes. We'll get in a wreck, and we can sue them and make money from the wreck. Slam on your brakes. And she was really serious. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get in a wreck. I don't want to. We just saw whatever shit movie. I don't feel like getting in a wreck.
She wanted you to get into a wreck and collect the money.
But it gets better. So it gets better. We get back to her apartment, and...
You're driving your car.
I'm driving my
on the way to
Toyota Trussells. So we get back to her apartment, get out of the car. We're going to go inside. We walk up the steps into her apartment, and there was like a can of gasoline next to her apartment. I feel like I've told you this story.
I have never heard this
story. She bends down, swipes some of the gasoline off the top of the can, and eats it.
That's on My Strange Addiction on TLC.
She eats gas. So she's trying to show...
Wait, why is there gas?
Because I guess she eats it for good luck when she comes home. But she takes a swipe, puts it in her mouth, and gives me this look like she's kind of showing off, like, I eat gas.
This is at her house.
I eat gas. And so then, like... But she's cute. She's a cute girl, so... Like, there's something about the fact that she's cute that's, like, off... Everything else is getting like pushed to the side because you're like, oh, she's cute. She eats gas. Okay, that's bad. And she wanted to get in an insurance wreck. There's some small red flags popping up here, but maybe maybe it could get better. So then I remember, this is not fair because I mean this does happen to people. But she'd gone to the bathroom, and then I had to go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, and there was a tiny little turd.
I cannot believe you never told me.
There was a tiny little turd in the toilet that
she left.
She left there, and then, as though she knew that that's what I was seeing, because she was in the bedroom now, she's like, like she laughs, kind of like it's good.
So, like she did it on purpose.
Yeah. So then, that's the
pretty funny on the first date.
That's the third red flag. This is the first date. So then. This was the early internet. This is the first days of the internet. So then we went down.
Please tell me there's 10 more things.
We went down. There's some more coming up. So we wanted to eat. And I'm like, well, let's go eat. And she's like, let's go to the grocery store and get some food. So we went to the grocery store, and she wanted to get artificial crab. So we got all this artificial crab, and she's like, I'll pay for it. And she paid for it with food stamps.
So you go to her house, and then she wants to go out.
Yeah, then we go out to eat. So we come back to her house with this artificial crab that she's paid for with food stamps. So So we're sitting in her, and she had like kind of like 2 levels to her house. We're sitting in the bottom level of her house and we're eating artificial crab and talking and getting to know each other. And she has a bottle nearby of vitamin E, of fish oil, right? So she takes these, the little balls that have fish oil in it. They're like little plastic balls with fish oil in it. Yeah. So she takes these balls and she puts them in her mouth and she starts chewing them. You're just supposed to swallow them. You're not supposed to chew, so it breaks.
Or like you eat them like popcorn, like when people are over.
Yes.
Like it's a social thing.
She's eating them like popcorn, like she's eating like a 3 or 4. She's really not like taking them out and eating. She just pops 3 in her mouth, chews real quick to pop them open, and then she like licks her lips, and her lips are now just glistening with fish oil. Like her mouth is now like glistening with fish oil.
She's so gross.
Yeah.
She might be the grossest person I've ever heard about.
Gets better.
What?
I was young then. I didn't have a lot of experience. And
you would have been gone by now.
A grown-up Duncan would have after I would have dropped her off after the insurance fraud attempt. But at the time I'm young, I'm horny. So like we start kissing. Fish oil, I guess, is off her lips because I don't remember tasting fish oil.
It doesn't taste that strong, but it's still just gross.
So then we go up to her bedroom. We're kissing. We never had sex, but I took her shirt off, and she's got like a cesarean section scar, like a really big cesarean section scar. And right about that time, someone outside her window is yelling for her. Right?
What's her name?
I'm not going to say her name.
No, you have to.
We'll make it up.
Terry?
Melissa. Terry is actually close. So he's like...
Therese.
We'll just say Terry.
Tracy. So it's called Tracy.
Terry. So then like I go and look out the window with her and there's this like professorial looking guy. This is where it got mysterious. It's like a professorial looking guy with a mustache and he looked like he was older and he's like, please come out. And she's like, just ignore him. And so he as it turns out he leaves and she's like, that's just my dad. That's my dad.
And then what did you leave?
Yeah, that was the end of the night pretty much after that. I don't remember how it ended, but that was the end of the night.
So that was the final, so you had a raging boner.
Yes.
And you finally gotten this girl after all the trips to the grocery store.
Yeah.
And listening to her fucking talk about who knows what. You finally get her with her clothes off. Her dad comes over.
Yells mysteriously, like, come out.
And then you're like, no, you know what, I don't want to have sex.
Well, no, it wasn't like that. The psychotic, grotesque mood that had been created, the David Lynch shit mood that had been created, whatever it was that was there was not there anymore. And so there just wasn't anything after that.
Wow.
And that was my first internet date.